So guys, let's talk about the games yesterday. Let's start from the English FA Cup. Also what happened, how Liverpool was trashed. Arsenal lost their game late last night, and you know, the god of banter did it for us. the almighty god of banter, did it for us yesterday. So Manchester City was able to trash Liverpool by 4-0. Unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with Liverpool. I expected them to do better, at least get a draw. Let the game be a fight, but it was like, you know, an adult and a kid. You know, unfortunately, Liverpool were kicked out. Chelsea versus Port Vale, Chelsea won by 7-0. I know a lot of fans, a lot of people, rival fans will be saying, "Oh, it's just Port Vale, bro." That Port Vale has won a lot of. Has been a thorn in the flesh of so many big teams. They've won Arsenal, they've won Liverpool, they drew against Man City. All right, so winning Port Vale is not like it should be a walk-off. That's what it should be. No, don't tell me that. Don't give me that look. Arsenal lost away to Southampton by 2-1 yesterday. Southampton got a late goal, and that was Arsenal was kicked out, and it is what it is. So let's go to the Spanish La Liga. Real Sociedad won Levante by 2-0. Mallorca beat Real Madrid by 2-1. Unfortunately, at this point, I would say Madrid is no longer in that race. They are not consistent. Madrid are not consistent at all. Barcelona should be about 7 to 9. I think between 7, 8, and 9 points ahead of them. They're out of the title race. They can't do anything anymore. So Mallorca won Real Madrid by 2-1. Real Betis versus Espanyol ended in a goalless draw, and then the big one, Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. Barcelona won Atletico Madrid by 2-1. Atletico got a red card yesterday, unfortunately, and they ended up losing the game. So Barcelona at this point, I would say they are champions elect. They have one hand on the title, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Now let's go to Bundesliga. Bayern Leverkusen won Wolfsburg by 6-3. Mönchengladbach, Heidenheim 2-2. Freiburg versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich won away by 3-2. Hamburger SV versus Augsburg ended up in a 1-1 draw. Hoffenheim versus Mainz. Mainz won by 2-1. Werder Bremen versus RB Leipzig. Leipzig won by 2-1. VfB Stuttgart lost to Borussia Dortmund by 2-0. So these are the games in the German Bundesliga. Then let's go to Serie A. Sassuolo won Cagliari by 2-1. Hellas Verona lost to Fiorentina by 1-0. Lazio versus Parma ended up in a 1-1 draw. And then to France, Strasbourg won Nice by 3-1. That game was absolutely fantastic yesterday. Strasbourg, they are good. Like the third goal was a screamer. It was a very sweet goal. Brest versus Rennes. Rennes won by 4-3. And then Lille versus Lens. Lille won by 3-0. All right. And then the big one in Turkey, Trabzonspor won Galatasaray by 2-1. Osimhen lost their game yesterday, unfortunately, to Strasbourg, and it's unfortunate. So at this point, I think Barcelona have already won the league in the La Liga. All right, Barcelona they have one hand on the title, they have one hand on the trophy. Real Madrid cannot catch up, if you ask me. It's very clear. They are not consistent. They are losing games they shouldn't lose, and all that. And in the FA Cup, the last game to play today, West Ham versus Leeds are going to play today, and then we'll see what the draw would be, whether Chelsea is going to meet Man City, or Chelsea is going to meet West Ham or Leeds or Southampton. We'll see how it's going to happen, and then, you know, the FA Cup semi-finals will be played this month, towards the end of April at the Wembley Stadium. So on the 25th and 26th. So we'll look out for the draw and see what's going to happen. All right. So guys, let me have your thoughts, your views, and your opinions in the comment section. Happy Easter, everyone.